Hi, I'm Jessica Streeter, and I'm doing my informative speech right now. Here is my audience members behind me. All right, and we will begin. First off, I want to thank all of you for coming and just taking time out of your busy schedules to listen to me speak tonight. I have recently had the opportunity to speak with Deborah Thode, who is a leader in her field of human resources. Right now, she's employed for Suntech Logistics Company and their legal department, and she is their legal human resources person. Now, there are several different types of human resources. The first off, there's the legal department, just as Deborah Thode is involved in. And the legal department is involved in sexual harassment claims, different kinds of disputes between employees, between clients, and the company itself has a lot of different facilitations between clients and the employees inside the company. The next is employee interaction with benefits and compensation. You got to make your employees happy, no matter where you are. That's what your employees are. Your business. That's who it goes with your clients, and it represents your company. So making sure that your employees are happy is making sure that your company is a happy company. So that would be another field in the Human Resources Department. Another one is compliance, and compliance is a big thing for federal guidelines, state guidelines. These are things that can shut your business down. It can make or break your company, whether you're successful or not. If you're not following the correct guidelines, your company's not going to be successful. So when you have a Human Resources Department in compliance, they're going to sit there and make sure that maybe after time you slip a little bit and you don't do exactly right the way it's supposed to be done, book by the book. And HR compliance is there to make sure it's taken care of and make sure everybody's on point. The next I've got interpersonal skills are very important. Your U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, they said the interpersonal skills in the Human Resources Department is absolutely necessary. Deborah Thode also agrees with this point, and she says that without the interpersonal skills, you wouldn't have the Human Resource Department. Human Resources is designed to do between people and people. This is not one of those things that you can do over the internet or through the phone. This is one of those things that you need to have good people relation skills. There's another thing with the different approach that the Human Resources is taking. Up until now, Human Resources has been the approach to compliance and compensation, and that's not all it's about anymore. According to the Columbia Consulting Group, Human Resources is branching off just from the compliance and benefits, and they're now going into executive decisions. The top executives of the company are no longer making decisions on their own, but they're working with their Human Resource Department because they realize that without human resources, they're never going to understand their employees. If you don't understand your employees, you don't understand your company. So this has become a huge thing with human resources. It's becoming much upper level than they used to have been. Now, another thing with the Human Resources Department is training, finding the right person for the job. That is a really huge part of human resources. And according to Deborah Thode, this is one of the most rewarding principles of human resources, is that first phone call that you get when you say, you've got the job. Being able to put that kind of feeling inside of a person, that rewarding feeling, placing people with their best skills and abilities and placing them in the correct position where they're happy with their pay and their compensations is the most rewarding thing. You change lives. Human resources is definitely getting bigger and bigger. Now I want to talk about the role of communication in human resources. The role of communication has three basic parts. The human resources is the communication between the executives, the ones who make the rules, break the rules, to hire the people. They make all the decisions. The human resources is definitely communication between them to know what they want, what goals they're trying to reach, what standards they want to keep, and working with them to find what they want. The next step of communication between the Human Resources Department is the role in communication of employees. Once again, employees don't usually mingle with their executives, so getting them to reach what the executives want is one thing, but you need to have your executives come down to what your employees want. Otherwise, you're not going to have a very good turnover rate. You're going to lose employees. Your company, your customers are going to notice the lack of satisfaction between your employees. So communication between your employees is very important. The last one is the communication between the laws and disciplines and regulations in your company. If you don't have the understanding between your executives and your employees of what's legal, what's regulated, and what has to be done, your company can sink. So I just wanted to say that the human resources is a really important department in your company, and I really appreciate you guys listening for me today, and thank you very much.